this is going to be something completely different in the Meek Mill Drake world. We've been telling you they've been going back and forth at each other, a lot of threats for years. Now, Meek Mill has something very nice to say about Drake. The odd thing is, the thing he's complimenting is Drake's diss track that made this thing get even bigger than it was. That would be Back to Back. So Meek was on Tax Stone's podcast, Tax Season, and he was asked what he thought when he first heard Back to Back. And everybody knows, I mean, Back to Back is like legendary now as a diss track. And it's all about Meek. So what did Meek think? Check it out.
The backdrop, what was your first thought?
I didn't think it was no that people was gonna be like, you got killed. I thought it was hot. I wasn't thinking it was like no that's going, like when we shoot you got to shoot through the heart. When you wake up in the mirror, you looking in the mirror, you hearing what the told you that's about yourself that you can't even deal with. That's how we battle when we come from.
I have a question about this.
So he thought Back to Back was hot?
But my reaction to it was that this is a business. I mean, rap.
Well, that's what it makes it seem like, that
business.
they both understood
and they're both
all along that this was just business.
Front and center.
So, so there's never been any
real war.
Well, no.
Unlike with Game and Meek, it feels like Drake and Meek always understood.
It can't be in the gut, because it's got to be more in the brain than in the gut.
All right, I think that you guys kind of, first of all, shout out to Tax, man. Tax is one of the hottest podcasters out right now. Shout out to my man Tax, who's doing his thing. But I think that you guys misinterpreted what he said. What he said was, when he first, Meek is a street rapper, and that's kind of what he does is street rap. So what he said was he heard it and he thought it was a good song, but he wasn't intimidated by it. What he said in that clip, if you watch it, he says, I wasn't looking in the mirror like, oh man, I gotta be scared about something like that, because he was expecting something a little bit more aggressive when he talks about what he's doing. He's doing it from the streets.
He was saying because it didn't have threats of physical violence.
Oh yeah,
I mean, but why did he say I thought it was hot? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, no, because it's a hot song, but
yeah, but why would he acknowledge that even?
Well, because he can't go in there and say Back to Back was whack. People are gonna look at him even more crazy, right? Like he can't say, like, I mean, that really goes without saying that the song is dope.
See, I find that so weird.
But it's just, but it is
when you
for him
say
to
it's a hot song, it's weird. Like, why acknowledge it at all?
He could have just blown it off and been like, whatever, man, I'm not talking about Drake, man. He's weak. He could have said whatever.
Listen, first of all, Meek has out a project right now, DC4, which is incredibly, incredibly hot. For him to get over this, he can't play that. He's got to admit, to a certain extent, that Drake held the summer down right there. But he's got to get back to doing the Meek Mill thing, which is, I think, what he's trying to do.
So smart.
Actually
smart of Meek. So we can say this is all over and pretty much.
Oh, you think the war's over then? Does this mean the war's over?
I haven't heard anything off of DC4 yet, so you tell me.
All these things come to an end. For the entire decade of the 2000s, Jay and Nas were going at each other.
And now
one day they're standing on the stage together.
Yeah.
The only one that will never end,
Lil Wayne
is Tupac and Biggie.
No, that one.
Because
that one will last
that one
forever.
just lives on, right?
No, there is Ja Rule and 50 Cent. That will last in perpetuity, hip hop forever. That's the only one that will never end. Everybody else, they all get back together, man.
From Frisco, I'm loving what Meek did. I think, you know what? You have to be honest. And when something deserves credit, give credit where credit is due. I mean, he can come back with another diss on Drake, and that can be that. But be honest about it. I mean, Game recognizes Game. I like it. I think he did the right thing.
All right.
Okay.
Good.